Hello everyone. So today I start with polity lecture. Okay, agriculture section will also run in a parallel manner. Okay, and this portion is since from the static portion, and UPSC you are much more certain about static portion. So I feel that it should be given due importance. If you will see the syllabus of the polity and the section that I am discussing today. So Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, rights issues. And GS paper 2, you will see that the historical underpinnings also. So the all those acts, regulating act, charter act, government of India acts, these all acts are passed by the government, parliament of the England, Britain. So you will see those acts also, their features and evolution, how are these acts help in shaping our constitution also, because if you will see that the Government of India Act 1935, that is called the mini constitutions, and other significant provisions and basic structure. Today I am going to discuss preamble. So before discussing preamble, the home assignment from today to Saturday, till Saturday you need to finish it and read it twice. This is very important chapter. I hope preamble I have already given the assignment, so I hope you must have at least gone through it, glanced through it. We start from previous year question paper, and because we will look into questions are going to be asked in real UPSC examination. So the preamble to the Constitution of India is a part of the Constitution but has no legal effect. Okay, not a part of the Constitution and has no legal effect either. So this is the keyword, a part of the Constitution and whether it has legal effect or not. Okay, a part of the Constitution and has the same legal effect as any other part. A part of the Constitution but has no legal effect independently of other parts. So these kind of questions require in-depth study and integrated knowledge also. Okay, so you need to study thoroughly, and then it requires interpretation or connecting thoughts. In real examination, people get confused. Really, not only in real examination, if you will see the answer key of the many renowned coaching institutions, you will see they mark it wrong at that point of time also. So until unless the UPSC release its answer key, you will see the many questions are confusing, at least 10, 12, at times 15, 18, like that only. So in order to avoid those circumstances, you need to study it thoroughly. The preamble to the Constitution of India, the question is this. The preamble to the, in 2019, it has been asked, to the Constitution of India is a part of the Constitution. So you need to study it from the Supreme Court judgment. Okay, so Supreme Court judgment, there are 3 Supreme Court judgments. Okay, one is the A.K. Gopalan case, 1950, where it says that, so in this case it is said that preamble is not enforceable in a court of law. Then another case is, this case is very important. We will study and see it like in the context of Article 21 also. This case has said something. There has been remarks. So we will study all those important cases, because sometimes the question has been asked in prelims as well as mains about these important cases. So Berubari Union case, 1960, where it is said that the preamble is not the part of the Constitution. But it helps in interpretation of the Constitution. Okay, it helps in the interpretation of the Constitution. But if you will see the case 1 and Varti case, very famous case which led to the origin of the basic structure. So, (1973), it says that the preamble is the part of the constitution. So, if you will add all these three cases, so preamble is a part of constitution, but it has no legal effect independently of other parts. Okay. Similar to like DPSP, so it is not non-enforceable. Now, whether it can be amended, yes, it can be amended. Okay. So, in case 1 and Bharti case, it has been said that the preamble can be amended also through constitutional amendment. So, that's why through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976, these three words, socialist, secular, and integrity, you will see the mention of these three words which has been inserted through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Okay. So D is the correct answer. Now, while the previous questions you have seen that it requires the study of case, important judgments, and its integration, so it requires little bit interpretation also. This question is completely factual, and you should have, if you have encountered the schedule or the Constitutional Amendment Act, so this 9th schedule comes through first Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay. And so who might have introduced, this is completely factual. Okay. So Jawaharlal, first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru. This one is quite simple. Now coming to this this question, which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one's right to marry the person of one's choice? Now, since I have seen the UPSC original answer key, so it's quite easy for me to interpret it. But during the time of examination, you will see people get confused, and there is like, these all are important articles. We all have studied these articles. Still we get confused. Why? Because we have not studied it in details. Okay, one thing. Another thing, we have not focused on the current aspects. Okay, although it's totally confusing if you will see that this article 19 as well as article 21, there are judgments where it says that this article 19 as well as article 21, both of them talks about one's right to marry the person of one's choice. However, UPSC has given this answer key, and the explanation goes with the help of this. There is one Hadia case. Okay. So in that case, Supreme Court has told that this right to marriage is the person one's choice, and it is derived from Article 21, right to personal life and liberty. Okay. So these are little bit difficult questions. Okay. So in polity, it doesn't mean that since there are static portions and the dynamic questions are less, so that doesn't mean that the questions are like quite easy for you. So you need to study it thoroughly and keep a tab on current events also. We will read it in detail, okay, this judgment also later on. I am just telling you that which kind of questions are getting asked in the examinations, and you should be aware in those aspects, in those areas also, okay. Again, look at this question. In the context of polity, which one of the following would you accept as the most appropriate definition of liberty? Okay. So protection against the tyranny of political rulers. make sense of restraint also. Some people might say that this might be true. Opportunity to do whatever one likes, an opportunity to develop oneself fully. Now, if you will see, this question is again requires philosophical understanding of this of the Indian Constitution, political concepts. So you need to understand what can be the definition of this liberty and what is the most appropriate. It is asked that what is the most appropriate definition of liberty. So when we are studying Article 19, we must have seen that there is not absence of restraint completely. There is certain restraints. We have been given the freedom of expression, but there are certain restraints. There are certain conditions. Okay. So opportunity to develop oneself fully. This is the right answer given. So if you will read the NCERT book, class 11th, okay, so there it is somewhat, you can interpret it that this is the opportunity to develop oneself fully. Okay, this is the, or you might have heard about this Amar Sen capability approach, where he has talked about this freedom also. So it is about the opportunity, like people are getting opportunity to develop their capacity build. That is called the real freedom, real liberty. It's not the absence of restraints so that I can poke someone's nose. Okay, that is not the freedom. That is not the liberty. You are harming or in a way not allowing, not respecting others' freedom. Okay, this is the limitation of the government. Okay, protection against the tyranny of the political rulers. So this is not the freedom or liberty. Now this question has been asked in previous in 2015. So here also many people had got confused. Even one of the renowned institutes had released its answer key wrong, and many people have ticked either Supreme Court or the President being the nominal executive head of this country. So although this answer is right, correct, the Supreme Court of India. Now, from where this question has been asked, custodian or the guardian of the Constitution of India. So from where this question might have been asked, you can understand that there is concept separation of power. Okay. If you will study thoroughly this concept, separation of power. So in case of India, this is not the watertight, we do not follow the watertight model or American model. United States of America has the watertight separation of power. However, in case of India, we do not have watertight model. We have flexible separation of power. In fact, this legislature and executive, they go upon each other's domain. So our legislature, our executives emerge from legislature, and legislature also depends upon executive also. So these two keeps checks and balances on each other, while judiciary keeps checks on both of them. Okay. So they are the guardian of the Supreme Court of India because the interpretation lies with them. The interpretation as well as the examination of the law lies with them, judiciary. Okay. They are the ones who are making the law. Okay. They are the ones who are implementing it, and judiciary is looking after it's protecting the law of the land. Okay. So the Supreme Court of India is the right answer for this question. So now coming to the final concluding remarks about these questions. So you need to study, keep these questions in mind, and understand that where you need to put higher emphasis, like regularly revise it, repeatedly read it. Okay, from any particular book you can read it, either from Lakshmikant or from D.D. Basu. Okay, and post completion of this preamble topic, I will start from Article 1, constitutional article, because those are very important article. So we will see all those important articles in our subsequent chapter. Okay. This is the first part of today's lecture. The second part will start after 5 minutes.